In 1965, Rick Derringer put together a little high school band and called it the McCoys.
We had heard a big record by the Vibrations. The Vibrations were a black singing group that had a #1 hit record on the R&B charts with a song called My Girl Sloopy. Now, we loved My Girl Sloopy. We thought it was a great record. And the Strangeloves came through town. We automatically became their backup band. And one of the songs that they wanted to do in their set was My Girl Sloopy. So we all loved that song. We knew that song automatically. It was an easy song for us to do. After the concert, we found out that the Strangeloves were not actually 3 sheep herders from Australia who had made it in the rock and roll business, but in reality, they were 3 record producers from Brooklyn who called themselves the Strangeloves. And it was their job to go out and find a young group of white guys that looked like the Beatles who could do My Girl Sloopy as a white record, the same way Pat Boone did Tutti Frutti and those kind of like Little Richard ripoffs. Well, we were still an example of what they called race music in those days, inasmuch as we were supposed to be the white band to take the black band's place. And we said, sure, we'd love to go back to New York tomorrow and record Hang On Sloopy. We recorded Hang On Sloopy, and immediately the producers jumped up and down in the control room, yelling, #1, #1. And we thought that happened every time. We thought every time you make a record, people are going to jump up and down and yell #1. So we got a kind of a rude awakening as our careers went on, and we found out what the reality was, how rare Hang On Sloopy was. People in Ohio really have a lot to be proud of, and a lot of them don't even know anything about it. Ohio is the only state in the Union that had the nerve to vote officially, through their legislature, a state rock song. So you not only have Beautiful Ohio, which remains the state song, as it should, but you also have, unlike all the other states, you have a state rock song, and it's Hang On Sloopy. Who would know why? I can't figure out why Hang On Sloopy, but nonetheless, Hang On Sloopy is the state rock song of Ohio.
In 1974, Rick Derringer wrote and performed Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo, an instant classic that climbed to number 23 on Billboard's Top 40.
It was the first opportunity for me to get to do my own song the way I really thought it should be done. And that's the one we seem to hear a lot on those TV packages even today as we speak.
Besides a solo career, Rick Derringer also produced the #1 hit Frankenstein for Edgar Winter and several of Weird Al Yankovic's parody songs.
12. Hi, I'm Jim LeBlanc, the music professor. From 1969 through 1983, I did the afternoon show on WLW. Back then, it was easy for me to get a rock and roll star to interview in the studio. I interviewed everybody, from A to Z, from Herb Alpert to the Zombies, right here in Cincinnati. I didn't just play the music, I told the story behind it. But as the clarity of FM radio started emerging, more and more Cincinnatians started tuning to music in 10 stations like Q102. And what happened to WSAI, the powerhouse of top 40 music in the 60s and early 70s? By the late 70s, they had switched their format to country music, and the first song they played, Ain't That a Shame. When we return to Cincinnati's rock legends, the Casinos discuss their hit Then You Can Tell Me Goodbye, a special look at Fraternity Records and its founder, Harry Carlson, and the Lemon Pipers reach Billboard's #1 spot with their hit Green Tambourine. All this and more when Cincinnati's rock legends continues on Star 64.